Hi YouTube, this is Kaiger1324 with part 2 of my recent pickups video. Like I mentioned in the first part, I picked up a VHS player. Now here it is, it's a Pacific, I don't know the exact model. It was £10. Like I said, I went into a charity shop and they had this they had a bunch of videos in there and I was just amazed. And then they had this outside. When I went outside, I looked, picked up £10. Didn't have a controller or the SCART lead. That's fine. I have a SCART lead. I might just pick one up next week to have spare, and the adapter so I can have multiple SCART leads on one thing. Anyway, I do have a bunch of videos I'm going to go through, but let me just show off the ones that I still have here. The Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition. Big Star Wars fan. Can't beat Star Wars on VHS. Michael Jackson's making Michael Jackson Thriller. It's like a documentary on the Thriller movie, music video, whatever you want to call it. Fantastic music video, by the way. Best one of all time. Only Fools and Horses, Touch of Glass. Just the episode. It was, I believe, you got that with the Daily Mirror. Drive to Survive. Paris-Dakar Rallies. Say what you want about these sort of things. I loved these as a kid. I would watch these so much as a kid. Fantastic. I love these car racing videos and crashes. And then we have the widescreen editions of the Star Wars trilogy. A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, my favourite one of all time, and Return of the Jedi. So let's just go through. I'm just going to pull these out one by one. So it's just easier. Porridge. A Night In, The Harder They Fall, and Storm in a Teacup. Just got 3 Porridge episodes on there. Good show, actually. Quite funny. Ronnie Barker. Most of these I just picked up from my aunt gave me for free, basically. She said I could have them. I used to watch. It was a pastime of mine to watch these videos all the time. When I went round there as a kid, she was like a second mum to me. Fantastic memories. So this is nostalgia for me. So if some of these are nostalgia, some of these I just picked up because I didn't have the DVD of them, so it don't matter. Donald in Mathematic Land. Really loved watching this as a kid. It's a Donald Duck Disney short with based on like learning maths, but I actually liked that as a kid. Transformers, Only Human. I think this is Gen 1 Transformers. Let me know in the comments below if this is Gen 1 or not. Daffy Duck. It's got a bunch of Daffy Duck Looney Tunes on here. I loved Looney Tunes as a kid. Still do now. Wacky Races. Loved this show as a kid. Still fun to watch now. Hanna-Barbera classic cartoon. I love these bumper ones where you got like 2 hours. It was just amazing how much you could watch. Tom and Jerry 16 classics collections. I'm probably just get them all on DVD, but nostalgia for me again. Space Tunes. Probably my favourite Looney Tunes episodes were the space ones, so it's nice to have that. Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner. I did like Wile E. Coyote, actually. I loved Roadrunner. I thought it was funny. Eight-Legged Freaks. My aunt just threw some of these in at the end. I haven't got that on DVD, so I took it. Christmas Cartoon Capers. It's got 5 like Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry Christmas episodes on there. Tom and Jerry's 50th Birthday Classics, Volume 2. Celebrating the 50th birthday of Tom and Jerry. I can't believe how old that is. Haunted Mansion. Never seen this movie, so I just decided to take it. Toy Story, in my opinion, the second best Toy Story movie. The second one is my favourite. I love that movie. Didn't have it on DVD, that's why I got the box set. Tasmania bumper collection. Again, I love these bumper collections. It's a bunch of Tasmania cartoons, episodes. I love Tasmania's fun. Another Tom and Jerry bumper collection. Watched this so much as a kid. I would watch episodes, and then I'd go home and then come back and watch it the next day. Loved doing that as a kid. Tom and Jerry the movie. I actually didn't realise I put this one in there. Really happy to have that, actually. I might put that aside. See if my mum remembers that. I love that movie. one of my favourite cartoon movies. Carrot Blanca. So it's basically 6 movie-inspired Looney Tunes. Carrot Blanca, obviously a parody of the Casablanca classic movie with Humphrey Bogart. Tom and Jerry Volume 4. That was a tennis episode. I like that episode. Toy Story 2. My favourite Toy Story of all time. I did like the third one, but not as much as this one. I loved Zurg. He was my favourite. Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas. Not as good as the original Flintstones. This is actually a prequel, but it came out after the original, which makes no sense. It's a prequel. It's pretty much how they met their wives, Barney and Fred. How they met their Velma and Wilma and I can't remember her name now. Betty, that's it. Loved the Flintstones movies. Really, this one's good as well. The first one's better. And Who Framed Roger Rabbit. This was just a recorded. If you don't know, back in the days of videos, the way we would get shows and movies that we didn't have, we would put in a blank VHS, and then we would record it from the TV. I think you set the time and the channel. I never knew how it worked as a kid. I still, to this day, not entirely sure how it works, but that was how we got our shows. Obviously, that's how that person got their show. So I loved it. It's just nostalgia for me. Super Ted, another nostalgic TV show I watched as a kid. South Park, Series 2, Volumes 1 and 3. 1 to 3, it's got most of the South Park episode, Series 2. And South Park, Volumes 4 to 6. I believe these are all, I believe these are all, it says Series 2, but these are all Season 1 episodes. I don't own any of the South Parks on DVD, so it's nice to have those on VHS, just to have them to start my South Park collection. And, sorry, I'm just going to set it down here. Oh, excuse me, so I can move this bag. Focus. Please focus. Friday the 13th. Didn't have this on VHS. There we go. Didn't have this on DVD or anything. I've seen it. It's an okay. It's obviously classic horror, but I wasn't that impressed with the first one. I know they sort of get better with the originals. I think Shrek 2, she just threw in this DVD. I didn't own it. My favourite Shrek movie. Volume 1 of Tom and Jerry. Again, classics for me. Fred Bassett. I believe Fred Bassett was a comic in the newspapers, like The Sun and that. I believe Fred Bassett was a comic. I'm not sure. My fiance, if you're watching this, I got an anime, and I know you watch Beyblade. Got 3 episodes. I never watched Beyblade as a kid. I didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh! And Beyblade and stuff like that. I mainly watched Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon when you talked about anime as a kid on Cartoon Network when it was on there. Jumanji, really good movie actually. They're meant to be remaking it. I really hope if they do, they don't fuck it up. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I actually like this movie. I might get a lot of hate for that, but I like all the Star Wars movies. I'm a Star Wars fan, so I like everything in the Star Wars universe. And a lot of people say, oh, this movie sucks. The pod racing scene was my favourite as a kid. When I saw that double lightsaber as a kid, I lost my shit, as most kids did. But obviously they were going for a younger audience, but to me it's not a big issue. I like that movie. Third favourite Disney movie, Aristocats. Fantastic Disney movie there. Not one that people talk about a lot, actually. One of my favourite movies of all time, Cannonball Run 2. This movie is amazing. Just look at that. A fucking orangutan swearing. This movie is funny as hell. It's got so many great actors in here. You've got blimmin' Burt Reynolds, Jackie Chan's in this movie as well, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., which I believe he was the crooner, actually. Really good movie. The Cannonball Run movies are fantastic. Number one's good. Cannibal Fever was the one with John Candy in it. It wasn't really a sequel. It was sort of its own movie. Cannonball Run 2, I watched a ton of this as a kid. I loved this as a kid because I loved the car racing stuff. And the movie is funny as hell. Really good. If you've never watched this movie, watch it. You can pick it up on DVD. So watch it. Royal Rumble 1992. My aunt had a few of these. Nice to have these on VHS. I think this was the one where Ric Flair won that, actually. I think that was the one where Ric Flair won. Another Beyblade, Volume 6. That one was Volume 9. It's okay. One of my favourite shows to watch as a kid. If anyone else knows this show, comment and let me know, because I loved this show as a kid. I picked it up, I needed it for nostalgic value. So, I love Four Ways Farm. Huo, Duo and Trio, the Little Rats, Godfrey, the Down the Donkey. Oh, if I eat my apple now, I won't have it later. And then Dudley, the pig. Oh, 10 turnips. No turnips. I loved this show as a kid. I just had to pick it up because I don't think I'm ever going to see this ever again. And I can't find any episodes online of it. Loved this show as a kid. There might be another one that she has, actually. I'm going to pick it up next time. WWF In Your House 13, the final four. Bret Hart, Stone Cold, Undertaker and Vader there. I like these old. I know most of these are on WWE Network, but it's still nice to have a VHS of it. Top Gear, Fast and Furious. I loved Jeremy Clarkson as a kid. I loved watching his Jeremy Clarkson videos. I just loved it. He would talk about the cars, drive them, and then he would smash one up. I loved it. I do like Top Gear. I haven't watched it in ages though. I might have to get and watch it. I know they're on Netflix or something like that. My aunt just threw this in. Catherine Jenkins, Catherine in the Park. She said she got a beautiful voice, sort of like opera, classical music. She said just listen to it. So I'll check that out, actually, because I can appreciate someone who has a really nice voice like that. I know I don't. Cats and Dogs, another movie that I loved as a kid. Loved this movie to death. The second one wasn't as good, but cats, if this movie taught me anything, is that cats are evil and dogs are good. I don't know how true that is now, but Bugs Bunny and Friends. Believe it or not, this was one of the first Looney Tune. These are like the 40s Looney Tunes, like the early Looney Tunes. Like, look at Bugs Bunny there. I mean, awesome. And this was also another early Looney Tunes one, Daffy Duck and Friends. So that's Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Really, really love the old Looney Tunes show. I love all of the Looney Tunes. I don't know if it's still going. They should revive it. Bugs Bunny is the most notable. If you don't know who Bugs Bunny is, then I don't know what you're doing with your life. Star Wars, widescreen. This is just when it was called Star Wars. Oh, A New Hope. I just picked it up because I can't really say no to a Star Wars variation that I don't own. Wallace and Gromit, A Close Shave. She has the other two ones, not the newest one, the Whale Rabbit. I have that on DVD. She has Wrong Trousers, and the first one was When They Go to the Moon. I can't remember what it's called. Love this movie. Love Wallace and Gromit. One of my favourite claymation things. Bugs Bunny movie. It's like a Looney Tunes movie where they're sort of not roasting, but giving Bugs Bunny his own award, and it's got a bunch of small ones on there. Another DVD that I had, Futurama Volume 2, just got 6 Futurama episodes. I've watched all the Futurama when they were on Netflix. Actually, I watched every single episode, not all in one day, of course, but I like Futurama. It was good. I did like the ending was quite sad though. Scooby Doo on Zombie Island. I never liked Scooby Doo as a kid. I was never into it, but I think I can appreciate watching it now. Because I was never into it as a kid. Home Alone. I don't think I've ever seen Home Alone. I may have seen parts, so I don't have them on DVD. Fuck. And Home Alone 3. Sorry, this fucking lemon bag fell down. Only a few more to go. Sorry about that. Woody Woodpecker and Friends. Loved Woody Woodpecker. I loved Woody Woodpecker. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. That was more like Peter Griffin, but it's got like Buzz Buzzard, Chilly Willy, Wally Walrus, Andy Panda, and Woody Woodpecker. The last episode on this is what Walter Lantz, the guy who created Woody Woodpecker, doing like a episode where he's talking about how he created him. It's actually quite interesting. Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf, another Scooby-Doo movie. Ants, I don't know which I preferred as a kid, because to me it was, do you either prefer Bugs Life or Ants? I preferred Bugs Life, but I did like Ants as well. And that's funny because I picked up the Ants Extreme Racing today. Mulan, my favourite Disney movie of all time. I think I have my second favourite in there as well. Love this movie. Let's get down to business, to defeat the Huns. I know that song off by heart. I even have it on my iPod. I sung it on holiday actually, karaoke with no words. I know it off by heart. Love this movie. Fantastic. My favourite. I'm going to save that one for last because I've got some things to say about that. This is my second favourite Disney movie of all time. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Love this movie. I watched it not that long ago with my fiance. I think it was last year or something. And Jeremy Clarkson, Motorsport Mayhem. I like these ones. These are like the crashing, where they crash cars and stuff like that. I think I watched that a ton as well. And the final one, dun dun dun, the movie, wait, Pokemon 2000. No, this isn't. I know this, one of the best Pokemon movies. No, this isn't the one that I thought it was. Pokemon 2000, obviously, again, people saw a lot of it, but there was a Pokemon movie, I can't remember if it was 1000, but the one with the unknown in, where men became children again, where they cried at the Ash children's scene. I don't think it's this one, I'm not sure. No, it's the one with Mewtwo in it. I have to look it up. If you know the movie, I think it's 1000. Pokemon the movie. If you know what it's called, let me know because I really want to pick that up. So all of these, by the way, all of these were free, apart from the all of them were free. So I mean, she said I can go around and pick up any ones that I like. I might do that next week maybe. So I've just got to sort everything out. Really good stuff here. I mean, if you're a VHS fan, you'll just be drooling over the amount. I wish I could show you how many she had, but I'll be collecting most of them. So again, this is nostalgia for me. I love VHS. I know the quality isn't very good now, but as a kid, it was just my childhood. So that was part 2 of my recent pickups. This took me longer than I thought because YouTube was fucking up, and I had to upload my fucking first part video 3 times. It worked on the third one finally, but they've been messing up, so I don't know. I'm going to try to upload this one from my phone again, but I might, if it doesn't work, I might just try and get it working on my laptop. So just a little thing there that if you're using an Android, you might have to deal with that. Anyway, thanks for watching. There'll be another pickups video. Well, not a pickups video, sort of an update pickups, I guess you could call it. Where when my Game Boy and my disc drive player comes this week, I'll just do a video and show off what I got in there. 17 games, the system and the disc drive thing, and I'll sort of give my review on that, how it works, and stuff like that. So also I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who watches my videos, likes and stuff like that. When I looked at how many people watched all my videos combined, about 320 something, that's just amazing to me. I know some people are like, oh, people get thousands of people watch thousands, get thousands of likes and watches on their videos. Like, that's good for them, but this is me starting YouTube, and I didn't think it would even do that well, so I'm just going to keep doing it. I enjoy doing this, showing off what I got. I don't do it to make people jealous. I just do it to show off some cool things, and I love watching people show off their collections as well. I've been watching a lot of CJR, actually, some of his older stuff, because if I watch a YouTuber, I tend to start from their first video and go through up until their modern stuff. Obviously with some YouTubers that's not the case, like Nova and PewDiePie and Comedy Shorts Gamer and KSI, stuff like that. It's hard to do that thing because they've got thousands of videos, but still, I'm rambling, so I hope this video uploads the first time, because I really can't be asked to mess around with it. Give a like for the VHS player. Give a like if any of these movies. Let me know in the comments if any of these movies you had on VHS. If anything here if you had a VHS player, and if you have fond memories of the mighty VHS player. Thanks. Please like, subscribe, and hope you enjoy the rest of your days or whenever you're watching it. Thanks.